I'm a fat pig.
What did you just call me?
I'm starving.
I am so full.
I'm going to vomit.
I can't fit.
I'm nauseous.
What are you going to order?
Can I get a side of mayo?
I'm sweating.
Do you hear my breathing?
I cannot stop eating chips.
This is not an extra large.
Do I look fat?
Welcome to Fat Pig. I'm Frank Liotti.
And I'm Jessica Curson.
My name is Lisa.
Can you imagine if we just were really depressed the whole time? And I'm Jessica Curson.
My name is Lisa. I know that our listeners may know me as, I can't even say it, Frank, but I identify as Lisa, and I have for a really long time, and I need you to respect that.
I do respect it.
No, what I do under my pants is my own business. I don't need to tell you why I identify as Lisa. But my name is not Susan, so show some respect. I'm trying to booster the energy.
I have
here.
no idea what's happening. I get it, but I'm confused. But I'm with you.
Well,
I mean, listen, we don't always have to have high energy. It's cold, it's dark, and this world is depressing. It is.
High energy, yeah. Your love keeps living. I can't lift you out of the shell if the clam wants to stay in the back of the ocean.
I'm not in a shell. I'm actually in a good mood.
Are you?
Yeah.
I went to the doctor today because I have a weird thing in my eyelid to get it burned off, and I wouldn't let them weigh me.
Why did they have to weigh you?
Because they always do when you go. They're like, scale?
What, didn't you go to a dermatologist?
No, not yet. Because it's a
they
small
have to refer
thing.
you?
They have to refer you, but she thought she could take care of it herself. But my point is, I didn't want to get on the scale. I'm scared.
Right. When was the last time you were on the scale?
July 4th.
Oh, you still haven't gone on yet.
No. About a month later, about 6 weeks later, because I thought I would have gained back copious amounts of weight. Is copious a word?
I don't know.
Copulate amounts of weight.
Yeah.
Cocksucking weight.
Uh-huh.
And I had only gained back like 7 pounds back then. That was like in August.
Right.
Which was after a month of, But it's, I'm back to hating and untagging pictures of myself on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound so gloomy because it looks like East Germany. It's dark out at 3 p.m. It's so gloomy.
Yeah.
So I don't want the listeners to be sad.
They're not. Well, they're sad anyway, whether they're listening to us or not. A lot of them. So, but we don't have to. I'm real. Like, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just like
I'm fake.
A little out of it, and I have 4 shows tonight, and I don't feel like doing anything.
That's good.
Well, it is good.
It's good.
You could be 20 years.
You could be selling artichoke dip or insurance or something horrible. That's good to have 4 shows and be performing. It's a good thing.
It is, but I don't want to do it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. That's normal. When was the last time you think you were enthusiastic about doing it?
I am sometimes. Like I was this past week. I'm definitely into it sometimes.
Do you ever look forward to it?
But sometimes I'm not. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But lately and I've been saying this, it's work. I have to make, I literally it's all on me to make money. So I have to do whatever I have to do. Mm-hmm. Which is fine with me. I get to do something I love. I don't have to sit in an office. Like I was thinking about that yesterday. It's like, oh my God, I couldn't. I mean, we've talked about this so many times. If I had to punch in at 9 and leave at 5, I would die. I'd rather struggle sometimes and not have to do that.
I always say my whole day would rotate around what are we going to order for lunch.
Yeah.
I'd be the one with the menus in my desk drawer.
Yeah, me too.
Who took the menus from David out of my drawer? David's would be the place that we couldn't find the menu to.
Yeah.
You guys
David's is a cookie spot, if anyone doesn't know.
I wasn't thinking of David's.
Oh, really?
I made it up. That's right.
Oh, that's so funny. It's a cookie company.
I was thinking of ribs and being decadent for lunch because ribs is like a dinner food.
Could you imagine you order cookies for lunch? That's what I would order.
No, that's mine. That's mine. Tell Valerie to send him back to me. That would be my whole day ordering food. I'm going to have my teeth removed because it'll save me money. I won't have to buy floss because I don't need to chew anymore. I just swallow it.
Don't you have to pay to get your teeth removed?
No, I could do it myself. I think when you get your teeth removed, if you can't afford dental care, that's the cheapest thing. They just take them out.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you could just tie a rope to them and I'll pull the car away.
Drive away.
Yeah.
That's like the Fred Flintstone dentist.
I know. It probably won't hurt that much because it's all at one time.
They're probably loose from giving head for so many years.
Oh, God.
Stop it. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. Come on. I'm sorry. I tell you what, I think my eating is connected to most of all. My bad eating. Not even eating, numbing, using, so to speak. I think it's connected to money or the lack of it. For me, it is. It really, really is. The one thing with all of the work that I do, and by work I mean going to therapy, practicing gratitude on a moment-to-moment basis, prayer, letting go, that work stuff, self-awareness, raising it. Mm-hmm. When it comes to being broke, that is my trigger. And it's very hard for me to pull out of it. I have no safety net. My family left me with no money. Nobody has anything. Ellen, my friend Ellen, for you guys that don't remember it, she killed herself, my best friend of 32 years. And she was sick. She had schizophrenia. And I think they say that, I remember reading this, a very common fear of people with schizophrenia is ending up homeless. But I do think of that a lot. I think of ending up in a state hospital or an institution.
You never will because you have people to help you.
I don't know
it's
about
not like
that.
You have no one.
I don't know about that. It's like the money thing and being in the arts, it's just so shitty. When I look at like Yale and I look at the people who are working and I look at the kids with money and it's impossible to not look at it when I see their names on billboards and directing on Broadway. And when I pass by like a company that their family owns, that I know their family, it's like it's hard. It's hard because I can't it's not like, oh, I don't have savings. It's like, oh, no, I'm in a negative account balance. And if Hulu charges me $7, I'm going to get charged $35 for each time. And, guys, like, you don't have to write in and say, Frank, don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay to feel it sometimes because I will let this go.
Well,
People always write in and say, don't be so hard on yourself.
Because they hear us talk about the same things for a long time. I mean, me included, both of us. I'll say, I need to go to the gym. It's downstairs. I've been saying that for a year since we started the podcast. So, but I guess the only thing I can say is, you either have to get over, I don't mean you, I mean all of us. You need to either get over it or change it. Those are the two options. Either let it go and accept it or do something different.
Or leave show business.
Or try to make money other ways in show business. That's what I've always done. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to teach for so long, but I had to. I don't want to produce shows, but I have to. Well, I'm just saying it's either in this business now, and I feel like it's getting, we've always talked about this, but it's getting harder and harder and harder. It's like there has to be other ways besides stand-up or auditions. Meaning like you have to do so many other things. That's why I started producing shows again. I have to make more money. You
know what we should do? We should produce a Broadway musical.
Yeah, that won't be hard. I think we should just do it.
Let's set for opening by Christmas.
I think that's actually attainable.
Today is November 15th, the day after your birthday.
We'll get De Niro to star. We'll get De Niro to star in it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's available.
We could do that. Why not? Has De Niro ever done a musical?
It's about 70.
And Patti LuPone.
Yeah.
Well, we could have her co-star.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Is Zsa Zsa Gabor dead?
I think they're both dead. We could still ask them.
Who was the other one? Ava? Ava?
We could still ask them.
Hold on. Ava!
Yes, darling. I do not do musicals now that I am dead.
Oh, how many men did you marry?
42.
I just got in the mood for a macaroon.
Those new modern ones? I thought you laughed or yawned. I heard,
No, he laughed. Yeah. Yeah, he wants
the
one
new
too.
modern pastel
I don't like
ones.
Those.
You mean like the real ones, the clump of coconut with stuff on them?
Yeah, the Jewish ones.
Those are the real
jackaroons.
Deal. Those other things aren't macaroons.
Jackaroons.
I get it.
Why is there no response?
I can't always give.
You have to. If you're in a conversation and someone says something funny.
I didn't think it was funny. That's the thing.
You didn't think jackaroons was... I bet people listening thought jackaroons.
They will think it's funny, but I know you so well.
Because it's jacka. Like you're jacking off the roon.
Oh, I thought it was jackaroons like Jewish macaroons.
It is, but it sounds like jacking off a macaroon.
Oh.
Jackaroon. You should open with that cough. Hi, everyone.
Whenever Krista Stefano and I, like yesterday, we saw someone crossing the street that was a dwarf.
I think,
like a dwarf.
I think you called a midget. Can you imagine?
I love the word midget.
I don't think it's dwarf. I think it's
midget.
kike. No, I think it's kike. Or chink. Wait, or spick. What is it?
Glade.
Retarded. Moose.
No,
fat
it's
fox.
like we saw like a midget who was missing like 3 or 4 teeth and was Indian crossing the street.
I've never seen an Indian midget.
And we thought we were like,
Indian.
if he were in comedy,
I knew you would like.
a Mindian.
Could you imagine the whole rest of the show? I just keep putting words together.
Oh, I have to tell you something.
What?
I can't say it on the air.
Oh, you can't do that to the listeners.
Well, someone we know is in that documentary about the Hasidic community on Netflix.
What documentary about it? I didn't even hear about it. That
There's
was
a documentary
so bad.
on Netflix.
Hold on. Alex just looked over. This is what... See, no one knows the setup. I'm facing Alex. Frank isn't.
I faced Jessica.
And I just had... Like, I was joking with what was happening, and I saw his head pop up next to the computer with judgment.
They don't let me face Alex.
I bet he doesn't even fart.
Because I would pull a Louis C.K. If I faced Alex, I would jerk off at the window.
Ugh, you're disgusting.
Listen. Wait, what was I going to say? What were we talking about?
Oh, Hasidic.
Hasidics.
What's the Netflix thing? I didn't even hear about
It's
it.
like it's leaving the Hasidic community.
Oh.
And the ramifications of that.
I gotta
and
see that.
Them taking care of absolutely everything for you. Say you're a mom with 7 kids. All of a sudden you have no one taking care of you. You have no money. Like, they help you financially. They're midway. It's crazy, but he is in it.
Oh, okay.
In the beginning, like in a support group circle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's such a hard life.
I almost died. I get it. I wish I was a Hasidic. Because then I could use a curling iron and not be called a faggot.
Yeah,
See, that was funny.
But I've heard you say that so many times.
I've never said that before. I don't mean up my ass. I mean those payas. The curly cues.
Curly cues.
Do you think they use the
I love
curling
that.
iron and then spray it with a little like Sebastian Shaper hairspray while it's on the curling iron like they do in the salon?
I think they spray it with like Manischewitz.
Rectal lubricant?
I don't think it's the hairspray. I think it's literally like Manischewitz.
I feel like if you
it's
put-
probably horseradish, actually.
I thought you were gonna say
because that
horse
dries
shit.
really fast.
I feel like if you put a Hasidic guy in like a Harley Davidson t-shirt and ripped off the sleeves, you cut off the Cindy Brady ringlets, they'd be kind of hot, some of them.
Well, of course, there's so many, and they all look the same. That if you took if you groomed some of them, they would be hot.
The groom, like
Yeah,
it's
they're
a
not
Cocker
groomed.
Spaniel. Groom. I mean, the nails, I don't know if they either really, really like don't take care of themselves or
They
if
don't.
love Barbara Streisand. Because some of the Hasidic guys, their nails are
or if
seriously
they have
like...
to dig a backyard for something.
I thought you were going to say out of a camp.
They have to hide their porn.
I thought you were going to say dig out of a camp.
No, they all have long nails so they can dig behind their house and hide all of their porn and all of their things that they're lying about.
I thought it was so they could make the Hispanic girls that work for them do all the typing.
Do you think any Hasidic people...
I think
Do you think any Hasidic people are listening to Fat Pig? Do you? Shalom. Do you think I'm Fat Pig?
He's a retarded Indian person.
Curry. That's a
retarded jazz
That's
singer.
a retarded Asian jazz. I mean, what is it? What'd you say? Indian jazz singer.
A retarded Indian jazz
Please
singer.
welcome not Mohammed. I don't want to get
Sandeep?
killed. Sandeep Chinkink.
Sandeep do stupid.
Okay.
That's
thank
not
you.
nice.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Oh God.
Sandeep do mentally challenged. Sandeep do special.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Anna Crayon. I want to sing you
Pudding.
a special song. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. Ding cow.
Cow.
Cow. Yeah. What did you call me?
Can I just give your dad, because we talk about your mom. I have to give your dad Jessica looked at the clock and it made me nervous. It made me have to go to the bathroom. Jessica's dad.
Frank, that was so funny what you just did. I wish people see it, but everyone that listens to this is blind.
Oh, that's what we were saying about the midget. If he were in stand-up comedy, he'd have an hour on Comedy Central tomorrow.
He'd have 2 hours and a deal at ABC.
Because they want to celebrate diversity. Wait, what was I going to say before?
God, that could get judgment, but it's okay.
What?
The diversity.
I don't care. It's true. That's okay that's true.
I agree. I mean, anyway, I agree with you.
I get it. I mean, other people deserve to be pushed to the front of the line that have been ignored for years, but let's not act like it's not happening. Like, that's how I feel. You know, it is. Mm-hmm. It's not how I feel. We see it. We see it.
Wait, what were you just talking about?
I don't remember. Money, food.
Oh, my dad.
Oh, shout out to your dad. Because, I love your mother. We haven't talked about your dad much except other things.
He's hysterically funny.
Jessica's dad.
He really is.
Is so funny. It's like Jessica. Manica.
Manica. There's such a massacre here. We should get someone to clean it.
Look for the Filipinos. We're in the hospital, and I forget how the conversation leaned toward Jewish, but Jessica's dad started singing about Nazis just out of nowhere.
I've been singing that since I was born.
And the Führer wiped them clean, or something like about the Führer. Your stepmother went,
Jeff, please.
So
we're all J's
and
almost.
He knows that I'm dying. He does it more and more because you can tell, like, when you're on a roll when someone gets you.
Oh, that's how he is. He has amazing timing.
Dying.
And I'll keep repeating it if it's uncomfortable.
He barks in restaurants.
He'll bark in a hospital. Bark like a loud, like a really loud one where everyone looks to see where the dog is.
It's interesting. Because you were saying, I don't know, did you say it before the microphones went on, that times are changing?
Yeah.
I tell you what, so we had, the big one was Harvey Weinstein, who, let me just say, I don't know if I've said it before, I don't know if it's because I'm home, I'd blow all 3 of them at once, Harvey, Kevin Spacey, and Louis, if I could have a decent bicoastal agent. If I could get signed to Gersh.
When you say decent bicoastal agent, I always laugh.
7 minutes of, what is it called, bulgogi? When they come on your face? Bukkake.
I don't know. I don't want to think about
Bukkake.
that. I really don't.
Bulgogi is like, I don't know, some kind of Korean barbecue. 7 minutes of them all shooting all over your face, ropes of cum. Or,
Frank, are you saying that to please 5 gay men that are on Twitter?
No, you don't understand how many letters and Facebook things I get. And Instagram, they write ropes of cum.
It's not even...
That's our following.
I don't even like it.
You have to respect our fans.
No, I think that's part of the following that loves you and wants you to fuck their ass. But I don't like that statement.
See, broke straight kid.
Anyway,
get covered in ropes of cum.
You would have them...
I would probably, like, seriously, I haven't, there are certain acts that I haven't done in well over a decade and a half. And I would seriously, I would tape a sign to my back that said bucket, spelled without it, like misspelled, like, cause like on a porn set, someone would know how to spell bucket. With silver duct tape, I would tape bucket to my back so they could all plow loads into me if I could get signed to the Gersh agency and never have to work at a shitty job again.
But what makes you think if you're signed to an agency that you would work?
Because I want to do it the honest way, because I know that I could if I get in the room. I know that if I auditioned regularly, I would book work on a fair basis.
Right. The only problem is that we're in New York, and I was thinking about this the other day. We're not in...
And...
Huge difference
Wait,
than
I want
being
to
in LA.
pretend that I'm being argumentative.
No, because I don't like it. It would be very different if you were in LA.
Why?
Because there's 7,000 more things to audition for.
And? So, prove your point. Make your point.
It's true. There's nothing.
Screw?
There's really not much going on here.
You mean in New York?
Yeah.
Sure there is.
There's some, but it's different.
There's 77,000 Italian people of all shapes and sizes on the Deuce. Like, it's rare that there are... What are you doing?
The whole microphone's coming
Jessica
apart.
broke the microphone stand. We need an ambulance.
No, I didn't break it.
Alex is going to have a breakdown.
Oh, I fixed it.
Alex, Jessica broke your equipment.
I tightened it. I didn't break anything.
I tightened it for you.
I'll fucking...
I tightened it for you. You get it? You get it?
No.
It's like a glove. Once you get in there, it's like a glove. It's become, so there's Louis, and so people were posting online last week with the Louis masturbation stuff. Like a friend of mine across the country who is in his late 20s, maybe, who I love. I love this kid, Robinson, my friend.
Yeah.
Like, people were posting, like, oh, I love how straight white guys are defending him and blah, blah, blah. And I said, first of all, I took 2 quotes that I saw in a row. One of them was from William Stevenson, who was not defending him. He was just saying, wait a second, before it came out and Louis admitted it. Mm-hmm. And who was the other person?
Why wait a second, though?
No. He was saying, like, he wasn't anti his apology. I think that was it. Because people were saying, your apology's not enough, fuck you, die. And then somebody else, a woman, wrote like a really eloquent kind of like response to people attacking his apology. Mm-hmm. My point isn't even that stuff. My point is they turned it into 10 different other issues. They turned it into a race issue outside of like the misogyny and the sexual harassment. And my whole point is this. It's become a culture that's about like mob scene PC. It's a mob scene PC culture.
With some people, yeah. With people we know,
everybody that
arts.
plays the seller now, my friends, like you included, people are talking about how hard it's become to perform because it's gotten so PC.
Because of how abrupt our president is and what has come up.
Absolutely, 100.
Because of all these rallies and things that have been said, and I'm not blaming him completely, but it was there already.
But it's
out now. That's what happened.
It
it's
has
like
certainly. I say this from experience. It has changed 110% since he was elected.
I don't care what anyone says. That's the truth.
The audiences.
Yeah.
There's no one. You can't know unless you're a comic. Mm-hmm. It's just the same way that I didn't know what real homophobia was until I became a comic and played across America.
Right, and then also a lot of men who have, and most haven't, but a lot of men who have never experienced what a woman deals with when it comes to being harassed or molested or assaulted or whatever, which probably 95% of my friends have, if not more. I mean, 100% have been, not molested, but
harassed.
At least. Constantly.
Women, you're talking about women?
Yeah, but most have been assaulted. Most of my friends have had some kind of date rape or been touched like tons of times without their, without saying it's okay. So I think what bothers me is a lot of that. It's the men who have no experience, who don't know what they're talking about to say that it's okay, it happened, or it's like, why? Because you've done it so many times? Is that why you're defending him so much? Like, seriously, not you. I'm saying,
no.
I wonder about that.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. My head was in a different place because we were talking about like the climate change with audiences. But as far as that goes, I couldn't agree.
Because you were talking about William Stevenson and this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, and they have changed. The audiences have completely changed. But I'm just saying my point of view, which I haven't talked about at all. There have been hundreds of times that men have been inappropriate with me. And even when I'm with a woman, even when I was enormous, do you understand? Like, even when I was 300 pounds, I've had men be inappropriate. So I can't imagine what some people go through that, look amazing. I've also, I was date raped. I mean, I've talked about this openly. I talked about it on stage.
Right.
I was a teenager in fat camp and stuff happened to me. I mean, I know we could laugh about it, but it's like most of my friends have been through this kind of stuff, most. And so when men who have never experienced, and I'm telling you, a lot of men have, even you've told me stuff that gay men have done to you where I'm like, what?
Yep.
So I'm not saying
photographer. Every time I play Provincetown,
God. That's what I mean. We were thinking about Provincetown,
but it's not subtle either. I'm not talking like even just put their hand up my shirt. It's
right.
hard.
No, I know,
core
Frank.
Shit.
I've seen it. I've seen men do it to you. So I'm not saying it's only women. It's a lot of men too. Believe me, I know a lot of men who have had horrible things happen to them.
Right. But no, I couldn't. No. Like, here's the thing. I felt so strongly about it that when it was the week of #MeToo, I got a little annoyed when gay men were jumping on board with that, only because I wanted women to have at least a fucking minute. Because it, as I said a couple of weeks ago, a woman that I shared an Uber with who was like, somebody I just hit it off with immediately, she was like, try being a woman walking down the street in New York City.
Right.
It's, to me, it's like, it's so important that dam has broken because women are tortured.
Yeah.
As far as harassment goes, that I just wanted women to have their own minute before gay men all jumped on board.
I understand that.
Because I felt like it was too self-serving.
Right.
Even the thing, and I'm going to get clobbered for this, but the thing with Anthony Rapp being 14 years old with Kevin Spacey, it is different. I don't care what anybody says. It's different. It's different.
How is it different?
I talked to my shrink about it.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just asking, how is it different if he's 14? He's a teenager.
Anthony, because Kevin Spacey was inappropriate with him years ago. And I just wish that he had been confrontational with Kevin Spacey before taking him down, because Kevin Spacey will be okay. Kevin Spacey has done tens upon tens of major motion pictures.
I don't think he'll be okay. He'll be okay with money, but he's not.
With money.
Who cares about money? His life is over.
The 375 other people that work on that show. The camera people,
that's
the cast.
Different.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I think that Anthony Rapp didn't need to take down Kevin Spacey on that level because I wonder why he did it.
Right.
I just do. I mean, I can get letters about... If you want to write into heyfatpig@gmail.com, I'd love to hear an articulate argument, because he put so many people out of work, and there just seemed to be something self-serving about it. He was touched. Kevin Spacey made a pass at him when he was 14.
Well, I don't think we can judge what he did to him and how he experienced it. I'm sorry. I can't. Things have happened to me that might not be a big deal to other people, but it affected me. Now, I understand about the timing, but I don't think we can judge someone's experience.
I just have personal stakes in it because of being around actors for my whole life. I just do. With Yale and Purchase, it is so...
But if he was touched inappropriately, I'm not saying the timing is good. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you with that. But... if he was touched inappropriately, maybe that did affect his whole life. We don't know. How do we know? If his dick was grabbed when he was 14 years old, you don't know how that affects someone. I mean, I know guys who've had issues their whole lives because stuff like that has happened to them. They're not the typical quote unquote gay guy that's like free sexually. You know what I mean? It really affected their lives.
I do. I know that on paper I should be agreeing with you. I know that, but there's something in my head that it just doesn't sit right with me. I know that is such an unpopular position.
No, I understand. I feel mixed about it. I do get what you're saying. I really do.
It doesn't. This is just me. I was talking to my shrink about it too, and a shrink friend rather, who was like, I was ready to go at 15. It's with dudes. It's just, the thing is, he made a pass at him. Is it worth putting all those people out of work? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe
he shouldn't be making a pass at a 14-year-old, period. It's not just about work. He was 14. I don't think some men realize that's you're a child.
It's sick. It's insane. I get it, but I just don't like the way this was handled, and I bring personal baggage to it from 30 years of being around actors.
I know. I think you need to. I'm saying I get what. Again, I don't fully agree with the timing. I agree with you on that completely.
I don't know if it's the timing part that I.
But you're saying he just made a pass at him. He was 14. I get it. Like, I just think gay men sometimes think that's, I don't know. It's like, it's really young.
He was 14, I get it, but I don't see the need to call the New York Times about it.
Well, a lot of people complained about Kevin Spacey, so maybe because...
People are children.
No. What I'm saying is that it doesn't matter who it is, if it's a child or a person, if he assaulted someone or grabbed them or groped them or crossed a line or whatever he did.
People complained about being assaulted by Kevin Spacey?
I don't know. I'm not educated enough on it, so I can't even tell you.
Right.
But it was definitely more than Anthony Rapp. I mean, it's why he's over. He's done. I mean, it was definitely more than one person, for sure. Because it was people he worked with on set.
Well, I heard that he was an asshole on set.
But that's another reason why he lost a show. He was supposedly horrific.
Right.
It's not just Anthony Rapp, but I don't think it's not okay no matter who it is.
Right.
And this is so uncomfortable and horrible. And honestly, when I see the news or see Twitter, I'm like, oh no, another person. Like, I even feel like, oh God, I don't even want to. It's like, but I guarantee you that less people will be harassed and groped and assaulted.
Sure.
I will bet. So if it has to,
I'm going to get so attacked for saying that point of view, but it's not. I'm not.
No, you're not. I think a lot of people agree with you.
I'm not articulating it even in the right way. I feel like it was a can of worms that maybe needed to be open. I just don't know how much. My instinct tells me I don't know how much I trust the person that opened the can. I know that's a horrific thing.
But
like nobody
to
believes the molesters and whatnot. But I just wonder what happened as far as like the real incident. But no, he didn't admit to it. He said he doesn't remember, and he said that he admired Anthony Rapp as an actor. He didn't admit to it. He said he doesn't remember the incident, and he apologized.
I don't know. I see it so much, and I see it a lot with teenage guys, with gay men, and with women, and with everyone. So it doesn't shock me at all. I completely believe it. I do. That's just me. I believe, it happens constantly. Constantly. You know?
I agree. I agree with that. That's not what I'm not agreeing with. I can't be articulate about it. I agree with it. There's just something a lot of actors are the type of people to call short people vertically challenged. I feel like it's so PC that I feel like other things that are involved with it are not truthful. It's like we gloss over shit because we've gotten so PC. It's almost like we're not acknowledging the truth. Like what I said before about diversity in casting. Yeah, it's important. And yeah, I'm glad that it's here. But why are we not allowed to talk about it?
No, I agree with you. I mean, I do think we should talk about it. You know.
My point is, it all ties in with like PC culture right now. That's kind of like I find it unnerving. A lot of the
I
PC
do, and
stuff
I don't. I do too. I think it gets way too over the top.
Well, it can
a lot of
misconstrue
times,
the truth.
But I also believe that people need to be PC with certain things. So there has to be some kind of line, because you shouldn't say, look at that faggot over there or whatever it is. Like, it's a confusing thing, because I feel like people should be more PC. But then again, I don't feel like they should be so PC where they're like every single thing they hear offends them.
Yeah, see, to me, not saying faggot is not PC. Like saying faggot is hate. It's not like PC to me is, God, PC to me is more, it's more of a severe trepidation than faggot. Like if saying faggot is politically incorrect, like would you say saying the N-word is politically incorrect?
Yes. I hate that word.
See, I wouldn't. I mean, I think it's more severe than that. I don't think it's politically incorrect. You're misunderstanding me. I think political incorrectness is when they take it to an extreme. Does that make sense?
I do. I think it starts with N-word and other stuff, and then it goes to a point where it's like insane. I think there's
talking about the point where it's insane.
Yeah. Well, I hate it too. I'm a comic. I can't stand when people tear apart every single word you say. I mean, look what we say on this podcast. I think it's ridiculous when people get really, overly sensitive.
We've been pretty okay, though. Like, people that listen to us are cool. We haven't gotten many attacks.
No, we don't get attacked.
None.
Because people know that we're coming from a very good place, that we're good people.
When I say, wait, I just want to clarify that. Like, in other words, N-word, F-word, that's beyond PC to me. That's just like, that's just not being fueled by hate. Like, PC to me is saying vertically challenged instead of short. Does that make sense?
Yes.
PC to me,
I think that's the extreme of it.
I'm talking about, because I feel like we're living in the extreme of it now.
I think we are too.
Somebody told me that an executive told him and I can't say that I disagree, that Comedy Central is looking for chuckle humor that's politically correct and not offensive. That's what they're looking for.
Probably.
And when I watched a couple of the specials, they were right. They were absolutely right. There's no audience screaming with laughter or slapping their knees. There are a lot of silences. There's no every 7-second jokes. And some of those premises are seriously, it's like an awareness-raising course in college. It really is. It's so PC. It should be called College Central, not Comedy Central. It should be called, it's just, like, that's what makes me upset. Comics have always said what everybody else is afraid to say and made it funny.
Well, we'll still do that, and we'll keep doing it, and who cares about Comedy Central? I mean, honestly, that's so, like, there's so many other avenues and places to say.
I know that. I just hope that that's not the wave of every station and every network.
It's not going to work, because comics aren't going to let that happen. We're getting darker and darker, so we're not going to, like, I'm not going to not say what I want to say, because I'm worried about not getting on Comedy Central. I don't give a shit.
No.
I'm going to stay true to who I am and say what I want to say. And if they don't want to put it on TV... that's fine.
That's fine. I'm just worried I'm worried about not getting laughs because everyone is so sensitive.
It is harder now. We talk about it all the time. People are very, very, very sensitive.
Like stuff I used to do
But
that
you
would
have
kill.
to
Now I'm getting a lot of like,
I know, I am too, but you got to keep doing it.
Right.
Like, that's the thing. You can't not do it. You can't let them silence you.
Right.
You can't. Even if it's, I know what you mean. You and I always talk about this.
Right.
I have the exact same thing where they go, "Aw," or "ooh," and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you getting so sensitive? This is about me. It's not even about you.
Right. You have such a soothing voice.
Really?
You have such a good voice.
Frank, so do you.
You do.
Thank you. I think we both sound good together.
I forgot. Oh, I did tell you. I booked a commercial, a voiceover commercial for an HIV medicine. And then they gave it to somebody else after I booked it.
Well, you should go get HIV and then you'll get the gig. Just laugh out loud. He's holding it in so hard right now. I'm sorry. See, that's something people can get upset, but it was the first. It was the first thing that came to my head. I'm so sorry. If it makes anyone feel better, I have a stomach ache.
If it makes anyone feel better, I sure as hell have fun trying.
Can I explain one thing that just happened on the way in?
Yeah.
I was at home in the car trying to merge onto the highway, and a guy started beeping and like a lunatic and slammed on his gas, and I honestly almost slammed my car into him. I'm like, fuck you. He's like, fuck you. We were putting our fingers up, and I thought of you so much because I take my phone out. I'm in the car driving, and I'm driving past him and holding it next to me like I'm recording him.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
I was taking pictures. I have pictures of him and video.
Yeah.
And for no reason.
I did that 2 weeks ago. I told you that, right? I have pictures of the license plate I took.
Me too.
With the flash on. I took 7 pictures and followed someone 7 minutes out of my way because they cut me off.
Why? How can I explain something?
Because they cut me off. Like, it's not even a thing. Like, they made 2 lanes when there was 1 and sped ahead of me.
No, I get it. What I'm saying is, why would someone speed up and not let me onto a ramp to get on the highway?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, why do we care?
No,
know.
Why do we care? I think
don't know.
It's completely normal. That's why I can't get a gun, because I will kill someone.
I thought of that. We are so insane.
Yeah.
Because I thought of getting a gun, because I was at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I thought, if I had a gun, I'd be incarcerated within a month.
So would I.
Within a month.
I don't even think it would take a month for either one of us.
I don't know. But a major thing I always remember being raised with is my father always let people go.
Me too.
And I have a habit of doing that because of it.
So you always do.
Yep.
And so do I, as much as I can. Sometimes I can't do it in time. But to speed up and honk at me and slam on his brakes and almost crash I'm not kidding.
Right.
For 1 car length to get onto a highway. I wanted him to die in front of me. Like, I didn't even want to hear about it. I wanted to watch it.
He probably had a Make America Great Again bumper sticker. They fucking always do.
Well, he was a middle-aged white man.
Right.
That doesn't mean, but honestly, he's not voting for Hillary. I mean, it's actually laughable.
Right.
You're right. Can you imagine that person voted for Hillary?
No. Sometimes, though, I have to be careful because, like, a couple of times, like, I can remember, like, 3 incidents where I thought somebody was, like, being aggressive, and then it was, like, a little Asian girl. Just, like, completely, like, they were coming out of anesthesia, like, just confused.
I know, or someone old.
Like, they thought they were in a hot air balloon and they were in a Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
Like, they're just confused.
Yeah. She's like, oh, don't, make it not too spicy. Like she was working in the restaurant.
I'm not going to let you in. You're not going to go in front of me.
Hi, can I place an order and I'll come pick it up?
What you want?
Can I get a number 37 with pork?
What else?
Can I get 2 egg rolls?
What else?
Not the shrimp. Do you have shrimp in your egg rolls?
Shrimp, yes. What else?
No shrimp though. I don't want shrimp in the
I
egg
have felt out of the line ringing.
no shrimp in the egg rolls.
No, what?
I don't want shrimp egg rolls. I just want 2 regular egg rolls.
No shrimp arrow.
No
okay, what else?
Can
what
I get
else?
a beef lo mein?
What else? What else?
You're making me very
What
nervous.
else?
Can you hold on a second?
When will you be here?
15 minutes?
I'm not ready.
20?
Hello?
25?
I can't hear you.
You know what? I'm just going to get a hamburger. Forget about it.
We don't have hamburger, but we have fried
I'm not
chicken
gonna get it.
and French
Forget
fries.
about it!
Shut up.
They would never say shut up.
Shut up. Shut up!
Should we read an email before we
I was
go?
just about to pick it up.
Frank looks very cute for all the gay men that love the ropes of comes. Oh,
I'm letting my hair grow.
yeah, it's very cute.
We should do an on-camera thing.
Yeah, let's do it the next time.
week.
Next week we will. I'll go get my hair set.
I'll go with you. We're going to get acupuncture, listeners. Jessica and I are getting acupuncture. Mm-hmm. But it's communal, so I can't communal.
Can I get a needle in my pussy?
How much it costs for acupuncture in my pussy?
Can you get needles there?
No,
Why?
inside it's like a hysterectomy.
No, on the outside, like if you want to become more sexually charged.
Hi, I'd like to get my lip. Ugh.
I
that
think
gross
that would
you
be
out?
a hot porn. No, I think that would be a hot porn, though.
What, acupuncture?
Like a hot porn for, like, millennials.
It would be.
Like acupuncture on the outside of the, vulva.
Yeah, while they're eating kale.
How come no one's named vulva?
I think people probably are.
Okay,
Yo, my name is Vulva. This is my sister Uterus and my mother Ovary.
we got tickets for urethra, Franklin. You got good seats for urethra? A what? Urethra.
Did you see that video of urethra in White House, Kennedy Honor?
Urethra is top heavy. She couldn't fit.
Top
and
heavy.
She let her arm be exposed.
Sometimes she let go of her jacket when she on stage to make it dramatic.
She was doing a duet with Annie Lennox, and Annie Lennox had on a T-shirt that said HIV positive. And
I remember that.
Urethra didn't look at her once because she knew that
Urethra.
it was obnoxious. Obnoxious. We have 70. I'm not going to read another one, and I can't finish the first novel. But Sean Ellis, thank you for writing to us 77 fucking times. I love you, Sean. Let me see. We read Isaac's. Where's the Michelle Kaplan? Let's go with you. It's very hard to pick, but don't stop writing to us. Hi, Jessica and Frank. My name is Michelle Kaplan. Just letting you know I'm Jewish right off the bat. But can I turn it vertically so I can read it horizontally?
Don't read it, Jews.
Well, I'd read an Italian one, but it's all misspelled. I first saw Jessica at the Egremont Barn outside of Great Barrington. My face hurt from laughing the entire time. I still can't believe you did a show 5 minutes from where I live. Just a couple months ago, I saw Frank perform at Turn Park in the Berkshires. Oh, my God, that was horrible when I picked up the kids' toys. You were great. I kept saying to myself, he's got Jessica's shtick. Oh, thanks. All I do is steal her material. That's what I do. Thank you. A few days later, that's why I'm friends with her. A few days later, I was working at the Great Barrington. I thought this was going to say Great Adventure. At the farmer's market, Jenny Rubin stopped by my booth and told me, Jessica and Frank have a podcast together. It's called Fat Pig, and you're going to love it.
Aww.
That's so sweet. And Jenny Rubin, with those animals, I want to adopt them.
Oh, my God, her dogs. Our friend has the cutest dogs.
I love Jenny Rubin. She's a doll.
She is.
She was totally right. I
Great
got caught
ass.
up with oh my God, she's so tight. I got caught up with almost all the episodes in no time. I was laying in bed listening, and I felt like I was in the room hanging out with you two.
Oh.
Remember kids in first grade that would read like the past set?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they'd have a special tomorrow because they're retarded.
Oh,
The past
no.
several times I've gone to visit my parents in the Boston area, I've queued up favorite clips ready to show them with a couple of hours of me being there. I can't go outside yet because the girl's coming to clean and I have to hide everything.
Oh, yeah, because I do that joke about that Jewish people call the housekeeper the girl. The girl's coming.
Since my dad and I have listened to I'm pausing because the font is so small
Why don't you wear glasses?
because I don't need them. I'm only 37. Since my dad and I have listened to everything George Carlin and Louis C.K. have not anymore have ever done 10 times, you seem to have become the new comedians we listen to together. That's fucking sweet, Michelle. You're a doll.
Very sweet. I'm getting turned on.
What inspired... How come I have no feeling in my nipples?
Really?
None. I'm going to have them removed.
Probably because they've been chewed on so many times.
Yeah. What inspired me to write you is having just spent the day visiting my grandma yesterday at the mostly Jewish assisted living community.
This is the short email?
She recently moved to. I can't tell you how many times I heard that thick, hellacious cough that Jessica imitates so well.
I wish this comedian, they couldn't get another one.
I heard someone say, that biscotti isn't baked here. None of the pastries are baked here. There's no pastries. No pastry chef. It says that. None of the pastries are baked here. There's no pastry chef, as if it were a 5-star hotel. I also heard a yenta say, right when I got here, the waitress comes over to take my order. I told her that I wasn't ready and to come back. Well, she still hasn't come back, and it's been 5 minutes. This is what I get for telling her to wait. Your Jewish humor and imitations resonate so much with me. This is the shit I grew up with, and it feels great to be able to laugh at. A psychiatrist's mother, dysfunctional neurotic behavior of family gatherings. At the age of 27, I think I finally understand and appreciate Jewish humor. My boyfriend, my parents, and I bought tickets to hear you two in Poughkeepsie in November, and we're really looking forward to it. Thank you for keeping me entertained. Your fan, Michelle. You're coming to Poughkeepsie to see us?
Yeah, we're there on November 25th, right? In Poughkeepsie.
The Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Yes. You guys should all come.
I'm going to have an imprint of a turkey, and it's going to still be inside me because I'm going to eat it whole. I'll look pregnant.
I'm going to have a carafe of stuffing.
I make the best stuffing.
Oh, make some. We'll eat it on the ride.
We will. It's so good cold. I eat it like popcorn.
Oh, I love cold
like this
stuffing.
Italian recipe for Italian stuffing. It is so...
Oh, does it have oregano?
It does.
What's it made with? Marinara?
Sausage. Ragu.
You put sauce and cheese on it like every Italian dish?
Wait, I'm having a sound problem. Come and see us in Poughkeepsie at the McDonald's on 278.
I don't even remember where the show is, but it's on my website, jessicacurson.com.
It's at the back of like an Irish bar.
It's
on
a great
one side.
place.
It
great. Really is. It's at jessicacurson.com.
And I'm opening because I failed. And
no, because you're doing it less time. Mm-hmm. I opened for people for years. I still do. I
opened my hole for people for years, and then I stopped.
Okay, you might have to start again to get it by a coastal agent.
I would.
I know, that made me laugh.
I would. I would seriously, I would put like that numbing stuff the dentist put on my gums around my anus. Rinse out for like a year and a half so make sure there's nothing left in there. There's a vending machine wrappers in my asshole. In my asshole.
Why you have vending machine wrappers?
Why come I got a Yodel's wrapper stuck to my penis after I fuck you?
Why come?
Why come?
Why come you got a
They stopped making Suzy Q's in 1997. Why come I got a wrapper on my penis after I fuck you?
Hallelujah.
Suzy. Can I just tell you guys, my ways is a black man's voice, and it is so sexy.
Really? What does it sound like?
It's like no, it's really like wait. Police reporter ahead. What?
Oh, that's great. I got to hear that.
In half a mile, turn right.
I wanted mine to be an abusive Jewish grandmother.
What are you driving so fast for, you idiot?
Can you imagine the girl from The Exorcist voice did it? Wouldn't that be amazing? What an excellent day to go driving.
And then your car would blow up.
On that note, lick my hole. On that note.
We love you guys. Have a great week. Bye.